Tune your car here. We're back with another video. We got the Corvette here. We're gonna be changing out the spark plugs, the coils, and the thermostat for this Corvette right here. I took off the covers already. You don't need any guide to take off those stupid beauty covers. But if you do want a guide to take off them dumb beauty covers, the first thing you'd have to do is take off this oil cap. You would take it off like this, pull it out, and then that cover would come out. On the other side, you don't need to do anything. Just lift it up, pop it out, no screws, no nothing. But you don't want to change spark plugs without changing the coils. So make sure you get coils with the spark plugs. Let's get to unscrewing and doing. We're about to pull down on this here. It might be on there a little tight because this car is a little old. We just pulled it out just like that, all the way down here. And it plugs into right here. And this is where the spark plug goes. These are in pretty tight. You wanna kinda have a tool to grab the boot right here. Yeah, I'm gonna use these kind of pliers to get down in there, grab the boot, and just give it a little tug. We got the first one out. Might have a problem getting these out. I'm gonna teach you right now the easiest way that I learned to get these type of coils out. You'd stick these pliers inside the metal boot like this, and you would pull. That's the best method I learned to get these out easily without fighting. Make sure you have a spark plug socket. It should say SP or 16 millimeter. You're gonna feel when the socket goes on just like that. Pop that on like that. Pull this ratchet to the left. It's a bit tight, so we're gonna put it on our ratchet like that. We're gonna go ahead and just break it. Okay, once you see you broke the spark plug loose, just ratchet it the rest of the spark plug out. Not hard to get out, but kind of get the concept. Or get yourself something like this that's really bright. You see right there in that hole right there, you can see the socket. You can see everything, so you might be able to see it a little bit if you have something like this to get a lot of light in there. If you look right through here past this, the dipstick, we focus the camera, you can see the spark plug actually. So you actually can see it. It's right here. See, you can actually kind of see the spark plug. You can see that it's right there. Put the socket over it and get this thing out, you know? So, oh, and it fell. Get yourself one of these if your spark plug ever falls. As you guys can see, it's right there. So we got it. I'm sorry it was blurry, but it was right there at the bottom here. But we actually have it. And here we go, we have it. As you can see, brother's spark plug was definitely shot. Kind of like old GM spark plug coils, because I have a Buick right here, and the spark plug coils are just like this. I'm gonna compare everything. I'm gonna compare the new with the old. Obviously this, and this matches up the length and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and take off this metal boot here. I mean metal cover or boot, whatever you wanna call it. Put it on the new one. I wish he would have gotten new metal boots. Sorry for the blur. I'm gonna go ahead and focus that. Go ahead and put that bad mama jammer back on like that. I cleaned it off and it looks a lot better when it's clean, so go ahead and clean it. We got the new spark plug, so we're gonna go ahead for the install. Hopefully y'all can see this in the camera. We got this in by hand. You can see it's going through that slot. And you don't want to tighten it with a ratchet. You want to it should go in by hand freely and easily. You shouldn't have to struggle. You shouldn't have to have, if you feel it getting tight, unscrew it and re-tighten it. You don't want to cross thread this for sure because you can't see what's going on. You should feel what's going on. So now that you are getting tighter and tighter, go ahead and throw this ratchet on there. You're not gonna need the bar anymore, obviously. So you wanna go ahead and start tightening it. And remember, it shouldn't feel crazy. Okay, it's getting tight. That's because it's all the way in and we threaded it by hand. And It's nice and snug now. We're gonna get, obviously, the coil, the new coil. Look at it through the hole. Focus her up. Focus the camera up. Put that over the spark plug. And you're gonna wanna push hard till you hear a click. Hold on. You're gonna feel it click and pop in place. Come over here, get this, and install this back in. Same thing, you wanna hear a click. There you go. I don't know if you guys heard that, sorry. I was trying to keep the camera straight and push it up. There you go, you heard that click. It's in, we're gonna go ahead and plug our wire back up. And obviously make sure that clicks. Don't forget this little pin here. It goes right through the hole, right through this hole here on the side of the plug. You have one coil complete, and you want to do the same thing for all four. We're gonna have to do these off camera to make it much faster, but I want to show you guys how I did it. So it was like this cover was kind of in my way. Kind of had to pull it up, and I realized I was grabbing it up at this angle and I was pulling upward. So I had to go through here and I had to grab it through here like that and pull straight. You the best pull to get, try to get the straightest pull that you can. So for these, it would be go like from here or something or here. That would be a really good straight pull. So you want to be pulling it straight, not up. Want to pull it straight back. So that helped it come out a lot easier. But don't get me wrong, I had to pull hard. Look at the metal, like I was fighting. So for the people that say like, oh, you get it out super easy. And then when I try it, it's not easy. It's not always easy, especially with these old stupid GM coils. So I'm trying to just show you guys the way to get these out without the hardest fight and struggle of your life. That's what I did, so I hope that helps. So we're gonna go ahead and get this replaced.